Hello and welcome back to another day of me editing my portfolio page. It's taken a long time and usually does take this long if unless you are trying to skip through your project and trying to make it shorter, stuff like that. If you want to tell a story, highlight it in detail, it takes long. Honestly, this project can go even longer if I wanted to add more details to it, but we have to keep in mind the amount of time that any visitor would have, especially a recruiter, and they would not like to go through a super lengthy project, trying to see every mistake that you did and how you countered each and every one of them, because some mistakes are just quite common or not worth sharing. So, so the next section would be, let me just look at what I did already. Okay, so the next section we would be about Framer. This was the point that I realized that given my university assignments, given my commitments to my part-time jobs at the university, it would be really, really, really tough for me to program an app like this or a website like this. And after that, keep posting blogs and keep posting artwork, etc. on it. I would not be able to keep up, and that would mess with my schedule and also mess with the consistency that I wanted to be in this project. So I decided not to go ahead with programming it, but I did uh, find a tool called Framer through my friends who vouched for it, and I started using it, and I thought that it was great. Framer has some of the same UI that Figma has, not some, like almost the same UI that Figma has. So if you're coming from Figma to Framer, it will be easy for you to get used to it and to start making websites on it. And the second thing is, imagine designing in Figma and that design just converts itself into a website. You don't have to program anything. You don't need a developer in between. And what you design is what you get. That's what Framer offers. Framer also lets you import your Figma files to Framer. So in case Framer is not working well for you, because it's on the web, so it might be slow for some, but also if you're just not getting used to it and Figma is your go-to software, then you can still design in Figma and then import it into Framer. That out of the way. Framer, obviously, if you are not programming your own website, so you will have certain limitations, especially in some unique features that you might have thought of, or some creative things that you might have wanted to add into your website, which can only be solved by programming. That's when you will need it. But if you're making a simple blogging website or a simple art website, anything, Framer does the work for you, and you get a pretty good website out of it. But Framer also has the option to code. So in case you want to add something later on, and either you or someone you found is a good developer and they can do it, then that option also exists. So this is the point where I restarted my design in Framer, and I'll just delete all of this. This is from my previous project. So I completed the text, and now I'll be adding some images just to show what my Framer design looks like. I'm just looking at what else I can add because, as I said before, I do not have any low fidelity, high fidelity wireframes. I don't have a story to tell with my design in Framer because I didn't maintain it. It was my mistake. You shouldn't do that. Try to always have some layers and some pages that separate different parts of your project, some high fidelity, medium fidelity, some prototypes, a different page for logo, or at least a different section for your logos, fonts, etc. But currently this is what exists, so I'll just do this. And even the actual website looks like this. So I can also tell why it looks the way it does. This is done. It also reminds me that I did not add a link to my website, so I'll do that. It's, I think, this one, yeah, and I need to link it. And I need to link it, so I don't think there's anything else that I can add, so maybe I'll just finish up with a conclusion or something. Let me see how I finish my other projects. Boy, this was a big one. Future improvements, lesson learned, conclusion. Okay. So every project has its own story, of course. So how I want to finish the story of this project is my own decision, and I would rather finish this story instead of like doing future improvements and stuff like that. I'll just say what my current plans are and how I am keeping consistent with posting my own blogs and my own art, etc. as well. But that's about it. Yeah, and there will be a conclusion at the end, of course. Okay, so thank you for watching. I hope this helped you, especially if you are going to make your portfolio in Squarespace. I hope this helped you a lot. If you have any questions, you can leave them down in the comments, or I'll share my socials in the socials and my portfolio in the description below the video, so you can check that out as well. All the best on making your own portfolio. I'm always ready to help. If you even have some kind of suggestions for me to improve my own portfolio, those are welcome as well. I'm always open to feedback. If you want to see more videos like this where I either edit my own portfolio or my own website, please let me know. I am ready to do another video of this sort, and I had a lot of fun making this one, and it was also an encouragement for me to work on my portfolio. Otherwise I don't know when I would work on it. It might have been 2-3 months down the line. So it is an encouragement, it is motivating, and thank you for watching. Bye.